Hello, welcome to Ashley Lancelot Show. We are going to be doing Owlbear Part 2. That color, it is called Leather Brown that we use. And also we're using, actually this one is Woodland Brown to do the highlight and the shadowing for the owlbear to give a little more detail on the feathers. I'm painting over the white and everything as well, so you see different colors throughout the painting to layering it as well. I'm just dabbing it all over. I am not actually brushing it, very finely or through nooks and cranny. I'm just giving that little bit of texture that you see through the eyes. You see there's a little light brown, a little dark brown, a little white, and a little black as well. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. The Ashley Lancelot Show, we're giving 1,000 sub giveaway for Diablo Internal Edition for Nintendo Switch. And also Ashley Art Fantasy Art for her fan-made art videos as well, and also collaborate with Dark Time Enterprise. Subscribe them as well. We're going back with the rudder leather to cover it, and mix in with a little bit of white and brown, pure white and brown. About 3 parts of leather brown and 2 parts of pure white. Just give it that little bit of a light brown color towards it for the featherings, and the place I dab the white and the this one's called Woodland Brown. I'm covering the legs and everything else as well, just to give it that little bit of the overlay, because how furs are. If you shine a light in a certain direction, they have different colors in between. But let me know if you like this video. Any other miniatures you want me to paint, put down in the comments below. And also I'm going to try to fix the camera angle for you guys, so it'll be a lot more better for the next art video. This is going to be the last part of the owlbear. The next one's going to be the swamp mound. Basically looks like a swamp golem that I have, that I opened as well. So far, only thing I don't like about this is not disassembled, so I had to do everything all over, and I like it when they're piece by piece and you put it together. You don't want to use the finer brush until for the details, so you want to use a little bit bigger brush, go for it. Just don't put too much pressure on it, just to let you know. And we also are doing adding new content called Starfinder. Grim Monolith is actually going to be DMing it. I believe this Tuesday we are actually going to be doing campaign 0 to see who our other character is. Pathfinder is going to be on Thursday. I still do not know. I'm going to be live streaming our Pathfinder 5th edition, but it will be up. We took a week break from Thanksgiving, so we haven't done any Dungeons and Dragons for a while. But highlight, shadowing, take your time. This took me about a day and a half. Just painting right at it. But other than that, it is one of those things that if you have the patience, you want to have a hobby for it. This might be a good hobby for you. You don't have to be the greatest artist of all can. You always experiment. That's what I always do. I always experiment what I can do and went over details over in this section. If you want to send me miniatures to paint them, let me know down a comment below and I'll work something out. If you also want me to sell some D&D miniature paintings, let me know. I would be glad to sell them so I can make some money, and also buy some better equipment, paint, and everything else as well. All paint I'm using is MSP. The one paint I use for the towards the end is the Citadel. You also use black paint instead of the Abaddon black. I really want to paint some Warhammer miniatures, but Warhammer is ridiculously expensive, and my dad has all my Warhammer, even though he doesn't play it. For this one, for the base, I use Misty Gray on MSP, just so I can see a lot better on the talons and the feet and how everything is as well. Also, there will be another video of me putting terrains on this base. But I thought the Misty Gray would be a lot better choice, because I'm also working with pure white for the talons, but I'll be repainting the talons towards somewhere in the video for this. This one, you can pick any color you want. You want pink, go for it, go red. You want something that actually stands out, so you can see the bottom of the feet and bottom of the talons as well, so that you can basically work carefully around it. I think I did 2 layers on this. because I didn't like to see that black, a little bit of black on it, because I want to make it all misty gray. And don't drop your miniatures. If they're dry, it'll be fine. I should use that green stuff on this. I believe we're using, yes, pure white to go over the feathering and the detail that's already been white, to give it that, get all that black dots out of it, because I'm actually making this white and covering with black wash afterwards. But don't worry if you don't have to do it. I just did it so that it could look a little bit more better. Give some more details on tip of that. Feathers, usually tip of the barn owl has a white tip feather. Just tap it all over. I'm using Abaddon Black for the talons and the details for the face. Like I said, you use any kind of dark black paint, MSP, or you want to use always, if you're using water-based paints for the whole thing, always end with the water-based. Never use oil-based paint with it. All of these are water-based because they're acrylic. And if you make a little mess on the lining, you always go over with pure white and just cover that up. Hardest thing, I believe, is painting the eyes. Give it little eyeballs. I had to actually redo it a few times as well. Looks like that bird wearing mascara. But it's fine. It's however you want to paint it, however color you want to do it. And you have a pink mascara, go for it. Give the bottom black, just give it a little more details. The top part of that head is just brown. If it's like a very small eye and working a character, you may want to cut some of the bristles on the brush so that you can actually just put one dab and there's your eye. Eyes are always the hardest part in my opinion, but everything else is very easy. I also got the paws black as well. Little just a little circle blacks around the paws. It was very easy because these are already detailed, so that I can just follow what they have there and just paint on it. I'm using brush pink for the mouth. You might do 2 to 3 coats on it so the pink will stay, because it's a very liquidy form of pink that I have in my possession. Also, you go support us with Patreon. $1 a month can also help us out get some more equipment and paint for it as well. And this is going to be a black wash. I had to basically screw it up. Usually you want to have this one have 2 parts black primer and 12 part water. I don't have the water squeezer, so I had to do it by eye. Basically, it's 1 part water and 6 parts. 1 part black primer and 6 parts water. This one actually gives it a lot of detail. You're gonna brush it around 2 or 3 times. If you got over stuff, just dab it with the paper towel. But you're going to see it a lot better. And then this is me going over with Paralamo Gold and pure white for the teeth and also for the face as well. Yes, owlbear has teeth. Surprising, isn't it? And with the black, everything's done. You can see the detailing of the fur. You can see the fur, how the feather, everything looks like.